Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? This is Valley Flying here. I am back with another episode of the Building the Perfect Team series. This is episode 9, and we're talking all about the arena meta as it stands right now. This could change in a couple hours once we get the update with Ant-Man and Wasp, but this is what the arena meta is right now. So I'm talking about the arena meta offense team. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the arena meta defense team and have some fun talking about these. Now, normally what I do is I build a team and I talk about that, taking them into battle. It's more theory crafting. This one's a little different because these are the teams, and what I'm going to do is analyze them. Obviously, I'm going to take them into battle, talk about what these teams can do, and then I'm going to talk about some possible replacements if you don't have all these characters. Not everybody is farmable on these teams, but I'm going to talk about them. We're going to have a lot of fun. Before we get that, I do want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, and I am playing on BlueStacks. If you want to support the channel, download and install BlueStacks and Marvel Strike Force on your computer. You can play on your computer. The channel gets a little bit of support. Everybody wins. Good stuff. Let's go in and take a look at these lists. So, not the list, the teams. So this right now is the arena meta offensive team. Very, very strong. My arena teams looks very solid, looks very similar to this, except we have Yondu in this spot, except instead of Iron Man. Now, it's got a lot of synergy here. Everybody's either an Avenger or a shield agent, so Black Widow's speed up will get to everybody no matter what. Captain America has that taunt. He has defense up to everybody, and he gives energy to everybody. Iron Man, some huge damage. He has a nice AoE. He has a big single target attack. Very, very good stuff from him. Hawkeye, he could do an AoE blind to everybody. He has a big dispel on his concussion arrow, which is actually my favorite dispel in the game. It doesn't have as much focus as Jessica Jones and Hannah Archer, but I think this is my favorite dispel just because it dispels 3 effects. And then you got Quake with her slow. You have Quake with her AoE that does offense down. Just a very, very solid team. A lot of threats all around on this team. Let's go take a look at the defensive meta team. Now, this is another very scary team. I don't like any team that has Crossbones and Kingpin mixed up. When you have Kingpin and Yondu in there, those are 2 of the teams that I don't like to fight against. When you got both of them, it is very scary. A lot could go wrong, and your plans could just go to crap just like that. So I do want to avoid these guys. When you add Hand Sentry in there to stealth everybody, make them a little more survivable, and then Black Widow here potentially giving people speed up, that is a very, very scary team that I want to avoid. Let's go take a look at their stats though. Alright, so let's do the offense first, and then we'll watch some videos, come back to this defense. So offense, you got Black Widow. She's going first. She's got the biggest speed. Not a huge amount of health on anybody, not a huge amount of damage on anybody. I guess the biggest damage is Iron Man and Quake, but not huge base numbers from the rest of the team. Speed, Black Widow, fastest character in the game. She has the fastest base stats. She does give speed up to everybody else on this team on her first turn, so everybody else is getting a little faster, and that's why this team just does so good. Hawkeye, he's supposed to go next. I have seen Captain America go next in the past though, so it could be one of these guys. Usually it should be Hawkeye though, and you got 2 choices on that. You have his concussion arrow, which could remove some buffs, or you have his basic, which will save that move for later. Captain America is gonna inspire and taunt, so he's gonna give defense up to everybody, and he's going to give energy to people. Then we got Quake. She's gonna slow one side of the map, and then Iron Man is coming with his big AoE, and it's gonna do a little more damage than normal because he is on the team with Captain America. Let's go take a look at their skills real quick. Let's actually start with Black Widow here. Now, she's going to do her camouflage tech. She's going to go into stealth. She's going to give speed up to all the shield and Avenger allies. This is going to last for 2 turns, so very, very good stuff. It's tough when, you know, this is a turn-based game, and you're getting a lot more turns. This is a very, very solid move. This is why she is the best character in the game. Hawkeye. Two options. Deadeye to save this concussion arrow, or you could use it. You could use it to remove a taunt. You could use it to remove buffs. Speed up is a prime candidate because you don't want the other team going a lot more than you. So two options here in that first turn. And then we can't forget about his passive as well, because if an enemy is in stealth, like Black Widow is a lot, like the hand team is, he has a 50% chance to remove it and do damage to that character, and he's going to clear that stealth as well. So very, very solid next character. Then we got Captain America. We have Inspire. This is one of the best moves in the game as well. Taunt, defense up on self, defense up to all allies, and ability energy spread around. Very, very tough move. Quake, you have a Dispel that is available on her first move, but most of the time you're probably going to use her basic and slow one side of the enemy team and just create problems for them because they're not getting as many turns. And Iron Man, more likely than not, you're using this rocket barrage. You're getting 220% unavoidable damage because Captain America is on the team. Let's go take these guys into battle, though. This is actually footage from Escape, who is an alliance mate of mine, using this meta team against an almost meta defense team. I mean, if you replace Kingpin with instead of Captain America and you put Yondu instead of Quake, that would be the exact meta team. But this is similar enough so you can kind of get a feel for what this team would do against that meta team. Obviously, you're not going to have that offense up, and Kingpin's move is not going to last as long. But Black Widow gave speed up to everybody, and Hawkeye removed the buffs from this side, so they're not sped up. Quake got slow on this side as well, so even more just harming the other team. We have Hand Sentry putting everybody to stealth, and Captain America taking himself out of stealth with that Inspire. Not sure if that was the best move or not. Probably should have waited till the second turn, but that's kind of what the AI does with this stuff. And Captain America removing the taunt from the other Captain America now. Black Widow just using her basic, not stunning anybody at this point. And then here comes Quake with her big AoE, probably taking out a few guys. Actually, it doesn't. We had a dodge there from, I think it was Hand Sentry that dodged. But Captain America is dead on their team. We have Hand Sentry that is almost there. And we have a big AoE attack from Captain America. Took out Hand Sentry, almost took out Black Widow and Quake right there. And Crossbones came with his big AoE attack. Didn't have that offense boost from Kingpin like you normally would. And then Iron Man just finishes off with the big Unibeam. That is his big attack. And that is what the offense meta team looks like in battle. Let's take a look at defense team, and then we'll come back to some replacements. So this is what they look like. Let's go and take a look at their stats. Black Widow going first again, and 60% chance to give speed up to the rest of the team. Yondu is going next, using his basic because the rest of them are on cooldown. Hand Sentry coming and stealthing the team to protect Crossbones Kingpin. Now, this is where the AI usually will make a mistake. Crossbones, they will probably taunt and take him out of stealth, which is not a good move. And then Kingpin is going to give offense up and defense up to everybody. So let's go take a look at their stats real quick before I show you some footage of them in battle. Let's go back to Black Widow here. So she is doing this move. She's going into stealth. Probably not any negative effects to clear when you're doing it on the first move. And then you got that 60% chance to give speed up to the rest of the allies. Yondu is coming next. He's going to use Jagged Edge because that's the only thing that's not on cooldown. He does have Century Hunter, so he can copy a positive effect from the enemy to himself and clearing the positive effect. But then you're setting up for this Yaka arrow on his second turn. Now, it does say it costs a few more energy. This is available on turn 2, though. Hand Sentry, you're going to go and smoke bomb everybody, and everybody's going to stealth. And a few people are getting evade. Crossbones, the good move right here would be to do piston punch, not put him into taunt, and do counter. But the AI is most likely going to use that Wrath, take him out of taunt. And then he still will have enough protection to go and do this detonate on turn 2. Boss's orders is the way you want to go with Kingpin here to give offense up. That's going to affect Yondu for his AoE, and that's going to affect Crossbones for this AoE. So I did record some footage right here. Actually, not right there. Oh, right here. There it is. So let's take a look at that. And I actually used Crossbones Basic on this one. So what I'm going to do is go into Arena again and use the taunt on Crossbones. This is probably the way I would use these guys. Now, we had offense up. It only affected Yondu there. I actually went ahead and removed the taunt, removed the speed up off of Quake. And I just did his basic right there. Here's the big move, boss's orders. We got offense up on Kingpin. We have offense up on Yondu. Yondu's move did some good damage right there. Didn't affect Black Widow because she is in stealth. His Yaka arrow does not affect someone in stealth. And we have the big AoE coming from Crossbones pretty soon. Here it comes. Took out Quake and Hawkeye, and everybody else is in a very bad position at this point. You know, we just got to get to them and they're dead. He has a few death proofs, so it's going to take a few hits to finish him off. We have Captain America's almost dead, and Black Widow, as soon as she gets out of stealth, she will be dead as well. There we got the death proofs off, and now it is just the last battle right there. And that is it. This team is very effective when controlling them. Let's actually go into Arena, though. Let me do that battle one more time, and let me taunt with Crossbones. Let me just look for a good battle right here. This one looks like one of the highest ones that I can get to. So let me go and take them into battle as more of a test than anything. I'm going to actually taunt with Crossbones on his first move because that's probably what the AI would do. I'm going to try to play this kind of like the AI so you could see this in battle. The only problem is you don't have a human controlling the team that we're fighting up against. So we got Drax, Crossbones, Yondu, Black Widow, and Quake. I'm going to go ahead and speed up everybody and see what happens. We got speed up on Crossbones and Yondu. That might affect his detonate, but we will see. All right, let's remove that from Drax so we can start to go after some other guys. Now, the speed up actually made him go and do his first turn. So what I'm actually going to do is do that move. Now Hand Sentry is going to go. So this, let's see if this takes him out of taunt. Yep. So actually the speed up from Black Widow kind of switched up the order there. We're going to still go work on Crossbones. He's the only one with a taunt, so it's the only option. Let's give everybody offense up and defense up. And Yondu went right there. I think that was his Yaka arrow. And it didn't hit anybody because the rest of the guys are in stealth. This should hit a bunch of people here. Let's see if we take anybody out. Nobody taken out yet, but here comes Yondu with his Yaka arrow. It's not going to hit their Yondu or their Black Widow, but it should probably take out their Crossbones and their Quake. Let's see what happens here. Yep, we got both of them. And nothing to do except to either basic or stun Drax. I think the AI would use their stun at this point, so I'm going to do that right now. Go after there, and the AI, I don't know if they're smart enough to go after the other opponents. So I'm actually going to keep working on Drax and see what happens here. I might switch that out afterwards, and I'm going to call the minions because I think that is the way the AI prioritizes these skills. I'm going to keep working on Drax just to kind of simulate more of an AI battle. I'm going to call more minions here, kind of take some of the focus off our main characters. Still working on Drax. Not the best move here. You probably should go after this guy right there. But again, I'm trying to simulate what the AI would do in this scenario. Drax is stunned there. And let's see what else we got. I think we're going to have to finish up Drax here. Let's get a taunt from what is Crossbones. And he's got his death proof and some counters there. And again, the way the AI plays him, not the best thing, because I think it would still be working on Drax just because that was who that. I don't know if it's smart enough to go after somebody else. And going after Drax is really, really bad in this instance. Oh. Alright, so didn't end up winning. Obviously, if I didn't go after Drax, this could have defeated everybody, and I don't have everybody leveled up. But you get the idea that this is a very, very strong team on defense. All right, so that is the two teams. This is the defensive meta. Let's talk about who are some replacements for this team. The straight up one-for-one replacement would be to put Merc Lieutenant in here to give everybody else speed up. it does kind of switch up the turn order. Who I think I would like to see to make the most use of the Kingpin's passive and his synchronizing with the villains is either Korath or Elektra in this spot. My top spot would go to Korath. He's gonna start off with his big ultimate that could heal block everybody, doing some big damage as well. He's not going to be able to take advantage of Kingpin's big move, but by the time Yondu and Crossbones get their move off, it's probably going to kill that character that he worked on, because they won't be able to heal and they're already low on energy from his big move. So I would put Korath here if you don't have Black Widow, just kind of doing a different take on that team. Now, for an offense, like I said, who I'd use right here is Yondu instead of Iron Man. So that is the obvious replacement. But if you don't have Black Widow, you got a couple options. You could put Merc Lieutenant right here as a 1-for-1 replacement, or go like a totally different way. Put Merc Lieutenant here and then put Crossbones right here to take advantage of that offense up and give a little more just damage to the enemy team. Or you could use what I use in my Blitz team. If you do have Black Widow, you could put Thor right here, and that is pretty much my Blitz team. You got a couple stuns and you got Thor's big AoE, so that works as well. That is the teams though. The defense team can work on offense, obviously, if you use it smarter than the AI, like I did. Probably could have won that battle if I didn't focus on Drax, but I wanted to do what I thought the AI might do. And then you have the offense team, which can probably beat every team in the game right now. We will see what happens in this update, if this meta changes, if just the offense changes, or if that changes what people are doing on defense as well. If it does, I will probably be making a new video on the new meta, but that is the meta right now. If nothing changes from this new patch, then this is going to be the meta for a little while longer, and at worst case, this is good video for nostalgia's sake, so we can see what the meta was, and down the road, you know, in a few months, look back and see that this was the meta team. That is it for this video. I hope this helped you looking at some arena teams, helping to give you some ideas for your arena teams, helping to build them. If you haven't already, again, smash on that subscribe button, smash on that like button, so this more people can see this video, see what happens with this. And again, BlueStacks affiliate, if you want to support the channel, that is a good way to do that. I will probably be making another video today with some first reactions to this update, so watch for that. And then before even that, I'll be posting some stuff on social media, so you can find some information there as well. I will see you guys next time. Valley Flying out.